Have you ever had a day ruined by a single moment? A rude driver, awkward comment, or a tiny mistake at work, and suddenly it feels like the whole world is against you? It's like we allow the emotions to take the wheel, and suddenly you're just a passenger bracing for impact. And here's the thing, emotions are powerful, but they don't have to be the boss. Emotional intelligence is essentially the ability to understand and manage your feelings. This can completely change the way you navigate your life, whether it's your relationships, your career, or even how you see yourself. Getting a grip on your emotions can make all the difference. Only to think of emotions like the weather. Some days are sunny, other days are crap and stormy, but it doesn't last forever. And while you can't stop the rain from falling, you can always carry an umbrella. For example, imagine you're out someday and someone says you stink. One day you might laugh it off, the next it might leave you fuming. What's changed? Comment didn't. It's how you reacted to it. And emotional intelligence is about recognizing these reactions and steering them in a direction that serves you and not derails you. Because a lot of what people say or do isn't about you, it's about them. They're having a bad day or they've got something on their mind and they just want to take it out on someone else. So when you stop taking everything personally, you stop giving others power over your emotions. It's completely freeing and will allow you to focus on what actually matters. Listen, everyone's carrying something, whether it's stress, heartbreak, exhaustion. That moody driver that snapped at you might just be juggling things you can't see. Of course, it's not an excuse for bad behavior, but it can help you to step back and ask, is this really about me? More often it's not. And by keeping your cool, you protect your peace without adding fuel to the fire. I'm sure you probably bought something you didn't need just because it felt good in that moment. Or stayed in a situation that wasn't right because walking away felt too hard. Emotions can override logic. Making decisions is messy. Emotional intelligence gives you the pause button that you need. It helps you step back, weigh your options, and ask yourself, is this decision driven by what's best for me or by what I'm feeling right now? Bottling up your emotions is like shaking a can. Eventually it's going to explode. Maybe it's over a minor inconvenience like your missus leaving dishes in the sink or your husband not picking up his pants. But the real issue is what's been building for days or weeks. Healthy outlets are key, whether it's running, going to the gym, or just venting to a friend. Find what works for you. Releasing emotions can constructively prevent them from taking over your life when you least expect it. And not everyone deals with emotions the same way. Some people need to hit the gym, others binge watch comedies. For me, it's playing the gospel and taking my dog for a walk, which I actually did last night at 4:30 a.m. after working. It's important to figure out what works for you. The goal isn't to bury your feelings, it's to channel them into something that leaves you feeling lighter and not heavier. Let's say you cut your hand but ignore the glass inside. Of course, a bandage is going to cover it, but until you deal with the actual problem, it's going to get worse. You'll get infected. And emotions work the same way. When you suppress feelings, it might seem easier in the short term, but they're going to keep surfacing until you address it. Emotional intelligence is about digging deep and understanding the why behind your feelings and dealing with it head on. Listen, nobody's perfect. We all have off days. The quiet co-worker who seems rude. Maybe they're stressed. Maybe they're shy. That loud neighbor. Maybe they're celebrating the birth of a newborn baby. Rather than jumping to conclusions, ask yourself, what else could be going on here? Of course, it's not about excusing bad behavior, but it's about giving grace when it's deserved. Every time you handle a situation better than before, you end up growing. Maybe you shorten an argument or approach criticism calmly. Celebrate those wins because it's proof you're leveling up. Proof you're leveling up your emotional intelligence. Be kind to yourself. You're human, which means you're going to mess up. Chances are you're going to mess up a lot. Maybe you overact and say something you regret. The key is to learn from it. Beating yourself up won't help. Forgive yourself, make amends, and move forward. You'll be surprised how far the word sorry can go. And please remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each time you take a step towards emotional intelligence, it brings you closer to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. So take a deep breath, pause, and keep moving forward. You got this. I want to see you win, and I know you will. Peace.